The examiner will ask you about the composition of today's atmosphere, which is a mixture of three main gases. You need to know their names and the percentages of each one. The composition may surprise you. First of all, the most common gas by far is nitrogen and not oxygen. Discounting any water vapour that we might find, our air is approximately 78% nitrogen. The next most common is oxygen at 21%, and the last 1% is mainly the inert gas argon. Now, you hear quite a bit about carbon dioxide in the news, and of course it's carbon dioxide that we breathe out, that plants require for photosynthesis, and that we release when we burn fossil fuels. But in actual fact, carbon dioxide makes up only 0.04% of our atmosphere. Thinking about that 0.04%, we should talk briefly about units. Scientists and examiners may use another unit. 1% is the same as saying 1 part out of 100. And so 0.1% would be the same as 1 part out of 1,000, and 0.01% would be the same as 1 part in 10,000. The examiner will talk about parts per million. And so 0.04% is the same as 400 parts per million, or 400 ppm as it gets written down. So this is the air we breathe, and despite the fact that human activity and atmospheric pollution has made some changes to the atmosphere over the last few hundred years, the actual size of those changes relative to the main gases in the atmosphere are tiny. In fact, the percentages of the common gases in our atmosphere have hardly changed at all for the last 200 million years, and that's all the way back to the time of the early dinosaurs. The examiner quotes the following basic figures: that for the last 200 million years, our atmosphere has been approximately 4/5 nitrogen, that's around 80%, and 1/5 oxygen, that's 20%, and small proportions of other gases, notably carbon dioxide, water vapour, and the noble gases.